Good morning, YouTube. We're scrambling to get ready for our live today. It's September 1 and Q4 officially starts today. So I know I've already started on it, a month ago, but the stores are now ready. The shoppers are now ready. Halloween is hit the stores and I'm super excited. Halloween is such a great time to make money. There's so much opportunity out there with pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin spice oatmeal, pumpkin spice t-shirts, candy. I don't care what it is. If it's pumpkin, get it.
That being said, I think everybody needs to look at the Q4 or the Keepa grass because
Yes.
What was it? One year, the Werther's pumpkin spice caramel chews that are delicious, by the way.
Yeah.
With candy like that, you'll see it come out at Target and you'll see it's going to be an awesome bolo and then it's going to crash.
It's awesome if you're the first one on it before everybody else jumps on the listing. That's when it's awesome.
So those are great to get in and get a quick buck, but don't count on them as a replen unless there is some reason why we can't get it in other areas. I went to the grocery store personally and there was like 5 things that the store just doesn't carrying anymore. And I'm going, why are we not carrying this? I need this in my life. And now I have to go find it in other places, which is silly. So
look, Starbucks released their pumpkin spice latte last week. And I didn't get it. I'm not one that hurries up and gets this pumpkin spice latte. But for those that do, I mean, they were glad to be there on that day to get their pumpkin spice latte. People love pumpkin spice. And for those of you that this is your first Q4, be ready. Be ready because you're going to be so excited. You're going to wish Amazon was like this all of the time. And in bundles, I've been slowly doing a little bit of Q4 preparedness. I'm going to be filming more for bundles in store now that, fingers crossed, the shelves are fully stocked. I went a few days ago and everything was not all the way out yet. I think it should be today, definitely before the week is up in September. And you have to be quick on Halloween. You got to get in, you got to get out. It is a shorter window, but yet it's not because it's only September 1st. Halloween is 2 months away, right? It's at the end of October. And those sales will go up to a week before Halloween. Especially candy can go really, really last minute. So I want to acknowledge Nate. Good morning, Millennial Money Mom, my love. Hello. Hi, Anna and Colorado Cantaloupe. I just met you at ASD and I'm glad to see that you guys here.
Very, very nice. Very nice. I wanted to say that my friend posted that the Starbucks pumpkin spice recipe changed last year and now it's not as good as it had been in the past. And the reason I bring it up here is, one, if you like pumpkin spice, you need to know. But two, we often talk like, can I jump on this listing, even though there's a slight difference? You got to know, why is there a slight difference? Because if somebody's looking for that old formula and you're selling the new formula and the pictures of the old, you got to know why and what that difference is. If it's just updated packaging, because all of them get updated, packaging periodically. Everybody refreshes their logo and their branding and stuff. And you got to know the why. So
do I need a cuss jar? Should we have like an Amazon YouTube live morning cuss jar anytime?
YouTube doesn't think that one's a cuss word, but my mom would disagree.
I don't know if the audience can hear me better. I don't even know if I can show this, but look at my cool new microphone. I love it. It looks like an old-fashioned, old-timey, like sportcaster. Good morning, morning news. This is Tina reporting on. Okay. I love it. I think it's so cute. I just love it. Was that too loud when I got close to it?
No, that's fine. It's fine on my end. I don't know.
I love my new microphone. So I hope I sound more clear and better to everybody that is watching today.
Yes. So you're running the schedule on this one, Miss Tina. So what do we got? We got a bunch of topics, I know. So
I know we have a bunch of topics. So I think the first thing I want to discuss is everybody be ready for your Q4 shipping, make sure now is the time. This is what I'm going today because it is Finance Friday. So when I do books, I'm going to do some ordering today. And I mean bubble wrap, boxes, tape, your stickers that you're going to need, your poly bags for your merchant fulfilled mailers. Think of any and everything that you use to create merchant fulfilled shipments. If you've never done merchant fulfilled shipments and you plan on doing it this Q4 because you're normally FBA, make sure you buy those poly mailer bags. What is that? UPS and USPS for free supplies?
Yes, ma'am. I got to put that on there. At the first of the month, you can reorder, because if you get the UPS only allows you to order so much per month. So at the first of the month, I try to incorporate that. It's probably on my to-do list as well.
Yeah, because you can get the free stickers from them. You can get the free boxes from them. Those that don't know about the free boxes, on my channel, I did make a video on how to order them. If you're interested and don't know about it, let me know. I'll post a link at the bottom of this video description after our live is over. But get stocked up even on your flat rate priority boxes, your flat rate bubble mailers. Definitely, I like the stickers that print out for the shipping labels. Before I used to know any better, back when I only did eBay, I used to get the free, it's like a plastic envelope that you can tape on top of a box. I used to print out on regular paper, fold it in half and slide it into that envelope until I realized, oh, I can print these out on a sticker and slap it on my package or my box. The free supplies is always better because it's free, right? Everything else I generally order on Amazon. And in my Facebook group, under files, there is a link to a sheet that Lucy and I have put together of links to the supplies that we have bought or still buy on Amazon. And it shows you the different size bags, labels, anything like that that you will need. There you go.
I am like...
Right. Now, if those prices have changed, and that could be so. I mean, at the time that we made that sheet, that's what the prices were. But all of you resellers already know that prices fluctuate daily, yearly, monthly. So, but it does make a convenient link. And I think you recently rechecked those, didn't you, to make sure that they were still...
I think I did on mine, because I made this a copy of mine. And so I'd have to go through. It shouldn't be that much difference, though. If it went up a few pennies. And what you're going to do is you're going to come here and you're going to go file, make a copy, add, delete what you want. Some people love Uline. I can't get Uline to deliver for less than $200. And I don't order enough stuff from Uline to negate the $200 shipping, unless if I ordered all my supplies for a year. So it is what it is.
And Uline takes tax exempt certificates for those of you wanting to get an account with Uline. You can file with your tax exempt. Those of you who are newer, who don't know, you should also be getting a tax exempt card at Walmart, and you can link that to your online ordering portal. And Walmart does offer a Walmart business account. All of those things are free. And in order to get that Walmart tax exempt card, you have to fill out the application on Walmart's website, take it into the store to the customer service counter, where they will issue you your tax exempt card that you can use at the cash registers at checkout. So make sure that you have that and have that ready. Take your time to do it now, because it's only going to continue to get busier and busier as we get into the season. If there's anything I've left off out of that, let me know, or let everyone else know.
Well, that has a lot of things. I had put a couple of things that I wanted to add that I'm going to stock up on, and on top of this, that is outside your typical supplies. Because, I mean, it should be pretty obvious: tape, boxes, packing materials, bubble wrap, etc. So, all right, correct me here. I need some help, because the labels you're talking about for your Dymo that UPS had, I heard that they are now no longer available on the site, and you have to call and request them, and that they were phasing them out. So I don't know if that's true or not. I'm going off of a vague memory from a Facebook post that I vaguely followed. So if you don't see them on the UPS site, you got to call. And as far as I know, people were on the other end. They always act stupid. They're like, what? You want supplies from us? Yes, you have supplies. And if you need to order more on top, that's why I got to have my sticker here, is I need to call and I want to order about 500 more of those medium boxes. And I can't do that on the website. I have to call in.
Call into your,
Yeah. When you're calling in, pick the option that is schedule a pickup. That's like the only option that I know of that will get you a real person on the other line. Everything else winds up in a hanging up on me. It's like just.
And Melinda would like to know, what can you use for USPS Ground Advantage? And I assume you mean what kind of packaging. So USPS Ground Advantage is almost equal to what first class was, but I think it goes up to a pound. It's not over a pound.
No, they have 2 tiers. They have both the under the pound and over the pound, but anything that's not marked.
Yeah, as long as it's not marked like a priority mail on your box or your envelope, you can use anything for Ground Advantage. You can use a poly mailer bag or a box. You'll only apply for the USPS Ground Advantage if the width and the weight of your box is within their requirements, which you'll know at the time of checking out. One thing I do like to do sometimes, I don't know if you do this, but I have my scale. I have my big scale for my boxes, but I also have my little scale for like the lighter weight things sitting right next to my printer where I'm going to be printing labels. And I will either have an envelope or a box if I feel my item can go in either or, and I'll put it in one, put it in another to see how low I can get my weight. Then sometimes if it's a little too much, a little too high to get the priority or to get the ground and it's now priority, then I want to check, is that priority cheaper if I just do the flat rate priority mail? So sometimes priority mail is cheaper or more expensive than flat rate. And when I do this, it's not like I'm taking a long time. These are second decisions. So make sure that you're paying attention to that when you are purchasing your shipping label, because that's money out the window if you're not paying attention.
Erin says, thank you. She may have commented on that post and they said it was a glitch calling and mentioning the number. Here is the number right here. So I am going to copy and paste that in to that supply list so that everybody has that, because that is really good to know. I'm going to be ordering some of that as well. I can find it. UPS. I cannot see. All right. There was a couple other comments though. Tina was
there is. I'm going back up.
Okay, you go back up. I'm gonna copy.
Yeah. So Aaron asked, is there a required selling amount to do fulfilled by merchant again this year? I do not believe so, because if there had been, we would have already gotten that email, because in the past, when you would get that email, it was before Q4 started to give you that time and opportunity to make sure that you met that minimum requirement. And that minimum requirement always had to be met, I think, like by October 15th. And I believe we used to get that message back in August. Here it is, September 1st. I do not think we're going to have that. And if we are, you are going to get a message. But I think there's a 99% chance that no, we are not going to have to meet a minimum.
Excellent. Yeah, I have not seen it, and I haven't seen much going on. Typically during this time of year, they like to go through the catalog and weed out anything that doesn't have compliance paperwork. So be careful if you're stocking up on toys and or ordering toys, that be aware that you may have to come up with compliance paperwork. Look at the listing you're jumping on, make sure it's over a year old so that you know that it's gone through that and it's already been submitted.
Yes. Now, Anna, we talked about this on last Friday's Live, and you possibly didn't watch or weren't there, and that's understandable. But we did do last Friday's Live. If you want to watch it after this, we covered all things shipping. So that's what we did last week, and setting up our shipping templates and everything. We do a full walkthrough. So how do you handle expedited? And from the options, do you just find expedited? Is there even an option that says expedited? expedited. So I used to think that meant overnight. That freaked me out when I first had expedited. It's almost equivalent to priority mail, wouldn't you say, Lucy?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes priority can be faster or the same as expedited. If you don't want to have expedited, go watch last Friday and go into your merchant fulfilled settings and turn it off.
Yeah, you can
You
turn
just
it
go
off
into your
in your
template
shipping
and turn it off.
template. Yes, and your shipping template explains it, and you can set your handling times on these things. Expedited shipping for me, when I get those, I just ship it out the next morning. They have to have the order put in. I believe I have my setting by 2 o'clock that same day in the
Yeah.
afternoon. I think that is what my setting is. But yes, last week's live, we go through all things shipping, and especially if you've never even set up your shipping template. Lucy did a whole full walkthrough on setting up your shipping template, and that should help you out with getting all of that set up.
Yeah. The other thing to remember, Anna, is when you are setting up your template, that is what is going to be available for options for your customer. So if you don't select expedited, they will not be able to choose expedited during checkout. However, on the back end, when we go to ship out our packages, we have a slew of things we can choose to ship from. So let's say we're in Q4, you don't have expedited shipping set up, and Tina orders a teddy bear from me, and she's pissed that I sent the wrong one and I want to expedite her another one. I can go and I can choose the expedited shipping to get another one to her at a faster pace, and I'm eating that cost. I'm paying the difference. So you want to make sure that you have things set up that are available, but if you ever need to send something differently or use a different service, like let's say that FedEx is better on a Tuesday because of some weird thing, UPS is down, you can pick from your list, even though it's not all offered towards the customer. Does that make sense?
And yes. And the next thing I wanted to talk about was bundle group, bolo group, VA leads list.
All right. Do you want me to come back to this topic? Because I had the other things on my list.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done. I just jump ahead because I rapid fire. I rapid fire in my brain and my mouth.
Tina's done with me. Tina's done. No, I want to talk about just, and this could be like 2 seconds, but other things to Q4 prep that we'll go into more in depth. But this is the time to start thinking about prepping meals, grocery services, setting up Uber Eats, organizing with Google Keep. I like to always buy a roll of trash bags, and this is for sourcing, because when I go out doing RA and it's rainy and they don't have bags or they want to charge me 8 cents a bag, I have a slew of different bags. I got big bags, little bags, plastic bags. Neighbors are being loud. All sorts of things. So have that all lined up. And then I think that, the last is having a playlist for your sourcing. That's,
yeah.
I have a really jazzy one that's all, very, what do you call it? Like moving and grooving that I can put
especially if you're sick of Christmas music in the stores. Because after a while, at first you're like, yay, it's Christmas. And then for all of us that are always in the stores doing our sourcing, it's like, oh my God, if I hear another Christmas song, right? It gets old. So that's a great idea. I do feel like, because it cost you to rush through that, I would really like you to touch upon the Google Keep, because that is such a great, I feel like you shouldn't skim over Google Keep. I never really used it until, I want to say it was last year, because of our VA group and our Bolo group. I had bolos coming out of my ears. And then when I was in the store, I felt like I froze, like, what was the leads at Target? I just forgot. And then it was such a time suck going through my phone, trying to look on Facebook or trying to look at my screenshots I took, that then Lucy told me about Google Keep. I had never used it before. So if any of you have not heard about Google Keeps, it's such a great tool, and you can organize it by store.
Yes. So I use Google Keep for a lot of things, and I'll go over kind of my organization, because that's something that I struggled with a long time. Google Keep is great. You can have pictures in there. So if I want to just take a screenshot of something and add it to my Google Keep, or you can have a list. So currently, my family and I, we have a grocery store list and we have a food list. So on the food list, I have dinner ideas, lunch ideas, snack ideas, breakfast ideas, and like a wish list. So if the kids are like, I really want what my daughter wants, brisket this week. So I know that if I go to the grocery store and I see brisket, I know to pick it up. but it helps me know what's in the fridge, because every night we play this game. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? And if I know that I have in the refrigerator for dinner, I've got chicken pegged for teriyaki and I've got beef pegged for tacos. And then I kind of have like an alternate, which is my shelf stable stuff, which I always have a jar of pasta and a pasta sauce. So like we have spaghetti and some soup and things there. So if we don't have anything in the fridge, or you go to grab it and it's not good, we have the back. Anyhow, it's all there in the list so that everybody can look at it and see what are the options for dinner, so that it's not on my plate. I feel like a lot of the wives out there, we get this assigned job of we have to cook dinner, and that's, my husband does pretty good. So we don't fall into quite that category, but I have a lot of lady friends who say that it's on them to figure out what's for dinner every night. And that can be a lot of pressure, especially during Q4. The other one is the grocery list, pretty self-explanatory. My son will be like, get me the soap at Trader Joe's he really likes, or, we're out of eggs or whatever. It has to go on the grocery list because my head, it will go in right out the other side. I will not remember it at all. For bolos, just like Tina said, I have some for work. And if I am missing pieces from a bundle, you get things in, something's broken, you got to pick up one thing here, one thing there. I can have that list going. I can say what are my replens, whatever, and I do it by store. I also go into Amazon and I have things that I want to purchase. I put them into a wish list called that store. So I'll have my Target wish list, my Trader Joe's wish list, my IKEA wish list. So when I go into IKEA, I can go to my wish list and go, okay, are these items here? And I'll know the exact price they're going for. And it keeps it organized that way.
Yeah. So if none of you have ever used an Amazon wish list, in your Amazon account, you can create wish lists. And then you're basically adding the Amazon item into your wish list. So it gives you a great link to the item in Amazon's catalog from your phone. And like Lucy said, she'll title it, let's say Target. Then you can add a quick click of the button, you can see what the price is currently going for still on Amazon. And on Google Keeps, one thing you didn't point out that was helpful to me is that when you have your list for each store, your leads that you're putting into, Target, for example, you can add the photo of the item. So if you're taking screenshots on the computer that somebody has shared, you can add that photo to Google Keeps. I'm a visual person, so I don't want to see the name Get Dole Pineapples. I want to see the picture of the Dole pineapple, so I know exactly what I'm looking for. So whatever works for you.
For business, I do a combination of Trello and Todoist. Todoist keeps track of my reoccurring things, and then Todoist keeps track of the reoccurring things, and Trello is like my board of projects. So that's how and those are just for business. I don't use those for personal.
And you can access your Google Sheets through your phone. So if you haven't ever downloaded the Google apps on your phone, make sure you do that. So that way you can have Google Keep, you can have your Google spreadsheets. Some people just want their VA spreadsheet accessible through their phone. So that's great to have when you're in the store as well.
Yep. Yeah. So that's like the overall of my organizing. And I've had to go digital because I'm not here. So it helps to have something that I can be in different places and keep and access.
Yeah.
Binge podcast while in the stores.
Look, now that I got a really cool microphone, Anna, maybe I should podcast. I think these YouTube videos can be put in, can also be linked as a podcast where you don't get the visual. You just hear the chatting. But look, with a microphone like I have, I need a podcast. I'm loving my microphone, in case you haven't.
All right, Tina, that can go on one of our Trellos on how to do that, because I'm pretty sure we could put it to both. I don't know. I've never looked at that. Show Nate, what are we showing for Nate? He said yes, please show.
I don't know if he wanted us to show something or a podcast show. I don't know which.
I don't know.
Look, I need someone to teach me and show me how to really master Instagram. I think I would really like doing things on, I have an Instagram account. I have a couple of photos. It's just personal, but yeah, I'd like to master Instagram.
There's not a whole lot to master. You just post things.
Yes, you can, because you can have that link tree on there that links to things.
Yeah, I have a link tree. That's easy. I can show you a link tree.
But it's not to me because I've never done it.
Okay, let's see here if I can do this and not show everything.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Google Keep. Okay.
Oh, Google Keep. Well, I have the app in my phone. I don't know that the phone shows very well, but these are like all of my Google apps. And the one
I'll show
that,
you my dinner.
yeah, the one that is, oops,
Oh,
the
sorry.
light. No, that's fine. The one
Okay.
that is looks like a light bulb, Nate, is the Google Keep app.
So this is just my what's in the fridge and stuff. So I can't bring up the ones for work because it's all pictures of the bolo, and I take screenshots and then I'll hand write, edit what my price point is or my cost of goods is. So I'll put like $2.99, and then I know I'm looking for a $2.99 price or what. So I can't show you my bolos and my replens, but this is what my dinner looks like right now. We've got Friday is going to be meatloaf. Tomorrow's going to be carne asada. We're getting groceries delivered by Walmart Plus tomorrow morning. My husband's recovering from his knee surgery, so it's just tough for us to get to the grocery store with schedules. So the kids and I, we decided we're going to have groceries delivered tomorrow morning, and then the kids are unpacking it because I'm here packing with Susie, my friend Susie, and we're going to knock out all of the Halloween candy, and crud has got to go. Started sending in Christmas too. So we got breakfast, lunch on hand, and then freezer stuff. So, I can kind of look and see. What do you got there?
Mine, I'm doing it sideways because phones don't show up. This is my Google Keep by store. Just looking at it like this, you can't tell. This is from last Q4 because I only use Google Keep during Q4. So the bottom of all of these, and I have a lot of photos, so they're screenshots. So for instance, I will open up the Ross tab, and first opening, the pictures are all very little. Then you click on them, and I have the breakdown of what the item was, what the buy cost was, what the profit was. It was kind of the screenshot on Amazon showing the calculator because I wanted to know what it was at that time and what the buy cost was. And that was a bolo at Ross store last year. So I just then, if I'm in Ross, I open up my bolos for Ross. I quickly look at them before I start hunting the store. And let me tell you, it did help because I would say, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about this toy. Had I not had my Google Keeps with me, I wouldn't have remembered. And if I had written down, the name of the toy, Hot Wheels, whatever, and the name, I want a visual of what that particular Hot Wheel car looks like. I need the visual.
All right. So I have one that was for last year for Michael's that I can add because these are, I don't know if they're good anymore, but I haven't sold them in over a year. So I've got the pictures up here. They're carrying the big cakes from Michael's. Mm-hmm. And then I just, for the Simply Soft, these were the ones that were hot selling. Funny Boy. I don't know what color is Funny Boy. I have no idea. And then you can paste in the links. So that one's not as organized as my dinner one. It's just a place to dump what you need to do. It's like a Post-it.
It really is.
In my life, I'm like, I need Post-its because that is how my brain works. So that is Post-its for
Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
And it's very nice because you can access it while you're in the checkout or, waiting in line or whatever, at home, in bed, all of the areas where you have your phone, which is like everywhere now, right? We don't go anywhere without our phone. And it's cool if you want to take it off, you just check mark it and it goes down. You can, what classic movie? Did I miss something?
Oh, Romeo and Michelle high school reunion. You've probably never seen it.
Yes, I have.
And she said she invented the Post-it note at her reunion. My friend, we had a Romeo and Michelle high school reunion birthday party for him, and we got him a big Post-it note cake, and it had Post-it notes on it, and we all dressed up like we were at our high school reunion. It was so fun.
That would be fun. That would be absolutely fun. All right, so let's talk about whatever you want to talk about next, Miss Tina.
What I wanted to talk about, because I always forget, and since it now is 4:45 today, that we do have our Bolo group and our VA leads list group. So the Bolo group we really just did last year during Q4 and into Q1. It is $30 to join the group, and it's all members sharing bolos. Even though it starts September, I think 14th is our official launch day. for the few of us that are in there, I have already just been posting some bolos in that group. So if anybody is interested in joining that group, and that's where I end up making my Google's Keep list is from everybody that is sharing in that group. And for only $30, I mean, you'll make your money back off of just one bolo. And then we do have our VA leads list
Wait,
group.
I want to talk about it.
You want to talk about bolos? Okay.
So, because this one's my baby. This one's where I love, because it is RA on the ground. You are at the source. You know, you are sourcing. So if you mostly like doing retail arbitrage, and I'll include like when you drive to pick up things and that too. It's not exclusive to OA, but it is more RA for sure. It is diving into the stores, getting those. And what we love is getting the item, getting it listed ASAP, and getting it sold right then and there. It is very fun. I love that rush. I love that fun.
Yeah, Lucy is a retail arbitrage monster during Q4, and especially at grocery stores. So if you like retail arbitrage in grocery stores, that's Lucy's sweet spot.
Right. And I already know Chuck's in the group, and he's one of my favorite people to work with.
Chuck?
He's Chuck.
Oh,
I love Chuck.
I love Chuck.
He finds amazing stuff. He's East Coast though. So, I mean, he works the East Coast, and he'll find, I don't even know how he does it, but he goes into a Walmart and he's like, I found this for $5 and I'm selling it for $55 and I sold 82 last night. And I'm like,
I know, he drives me crazy. I think he lives in the country where things that are sold out in my city, because I live in a city in this stores with lots of resellers. He's out there in the country. So he'll pop into some rural store and grab like the hottest selling toy in America, and they had 10 on the shelf. Yeah. So Chuck is very lucky that way and very generous in his shares. He's very fun. And he has rescued Lucy before, where Lucy accidentally oversold things. And Chuck says, oh, hey, I've got him. How many need me to mail out for you? So our bolo group was great for that, of like, oh my God, I oversold. Does anyone have one of these? Can you please mail it and I'll pay you for it? So it makes for a really nice community.
Yes. Anna, the member bolo group is $30 a month, and you need to share 3 a week, three bolos a week. And there's some parameters. It's listed off. If you click the link, it's right here. So we have a VA that will take the leads and put them into a file. So if you do sit down at the computer and you want to see the leads, our VA, Mila, she takes the leads that are posted throughout the Facebook group and then compiles the information. So you have a spreadsheet you can go off as well if you want to make orders, because I'll do that too. Sometimes I'll sit down in the morning and I'll be like, oh, there's 3 things at Target. I can just order a pickup and then go to my next store.
Then you limit the group to 20 members too. So once it's at capacity, otherwise, then if the bolo is with 100 people in the group, granted, you'd have a lot of bolos with 100 people, but then you may also have a whole bunch of listings that have too many sellers on them. So that's one of the positives of the group. Yeah.
Yep. And then, we have the Facebook group, and we'll do live things. I'm going to be going live in the bolo groups later. I think today, I've said a lot of things I'm going to do today. So. I would say the member one is really geared towards retail arbitrage. So the VA one is more online arbitrage geared. Not that you can't do either or. The thing with retail arbitrage is usually the online parts, because it's such a hot item, they're sold out, or by the time they get to pack your order, the shelves are cleared because somebody has beat you to it. So I like the member one. And then we're going to be talking in there today about the rollout. It'll be official come the 15th. And then we're going to be focusing on Halloween first, and then pretty much Q4. I don't want to neglect pumpkin spice season, but it definitely is more than just pumpkin spice. And I find that the toys are kind of where my sweet spot is. Toys and candy gifts, things. There's been time where I've sold, 500 Reese's Pieces, something or another, and that's been my moneymaker. It's weird when you find moneymaker. We were talking last year. It was there was a Hallmark ornament that every time I went to the store, I'd get 5 of those.
I know. I can't believe you never told me about that ornament last year. I would have been
all about it. Don't give me that.
I didn't know, and you didn't tell me. You were a ornament hogger.
I don't think so, Tina. I don't think so. I think
It's her duty to tell me everything.
Girl, I have told you way more than you probably even want to know. And
yeah, or
you
can
knew about the
remember. Or can remember. And like I predicted early on, how many months ago, that Barbie was going to be hot? Was I or was I not right? And I think that Barbie is still going to continue to be hot through all of Q4. I think we're going to see lots of Ken and Barbie costumes, children and adults. And I think there's going to be Barbie everything. And I already shared in our main Facebook group Barbies to be on the lookout for. That's in the main Facebook group. I posted it there because they're going to be hard to find, except for Millennial Money Mom, who has a secret trick to get those Barbies.
Nate says he got burned on pumpkin spice oatmeal. Yeah, there's been a few. I once bought the ribbon candy. It was the margins were really good, and it's that hard ribbon candy. And luckily, I only bought like 3 because when I got home,
they break really easy.
They just break. And so yeah, I have the Werther's caramel spice things. I ate so many of those. There was like, I'm never gonna eat those again. So yeah, if you have things go bad, it's what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? All right. So this one is the Bolo for the VA leads. This one you don't have to contribute nothing towards. We've got an awesome Jay is our VA for that. She's been with us for over a year now.
Yeah, over a year. She started with us, last summer.
Yeah. And she does really good. She works the tactical arbitrage. This is why I don't do tactical arbitrage, because I can have her do it, and she's an expert, and I don't have to learn it because there's way too many buttons on that thing. I would have to dedicate and be like, okay, that's going to be my job as TA, and really, really dive into it.
I go on a rabbit trail all the time on leads, whether it's the bolos that you get, however you get them, whether through our group or other groups, and VAs, whether you have your own, are in our VA group or another VA group, it's irrelevant. But go down the rabbit trails, however you're getting your leads. I find so many other opportunities on the rabbit trails. Sometimes I don't get a single thing from the bolo, be it in store or online. But I do go down a rabbit trail because of that bolo. So let's use candles as an example. At Kroger, they have, these candles on sale for $7.89. And somebody shared a bolo that, this cranberry scented candle is a great bolo. Well, when I go to Kroger, I'm now going to check every other scent of candle and see, is there other opportunities? Are there multi-packs of these candles? And just focus on this candle section, because if there is one opportunity there, there's going to be another, and that one might not be shared. Or if you're in our group, it may be a bolo that now you can share. Because of Lucy's leads on this candle, I also found that this flavor does really well.
What was it? We've done a lot of those, and that's now that you talked about it, that's what I was going to go live with in the Bolo group, is going down that lead you posted
the rabbit trail. Oh yeah,
and rabbit trail it, because I would like to order from that, because that's one thing I forgot to mention. You got to shop for yourself too. So.
Yes, for Christmas gifts. Yeah, I bought some Pioneer Woman stuff on Walmart. It's stuff that is not on Amazon, so this is not an Amazon Bolo. But on Walmart's website, and it was still this morning, the one thing I looked at, they had the Pioneer Woman towel set. It was like a set of 4 towels, and it was $8, and it's still active this morning. There were bath rugs I wanted, but they were completely sold out in my city. They were $4.50. The shower curtains are $5. So I thought those would make great Christmas gifts for the Pioneer Woman loving person in your life. Everybody has one. Everybody knows someone that is a big fan of having all things Pioneer Woman. And those are some great prices. So it makes for great shopping. So it's a great time to do your Christmas shopping when we're out there getting the deals. And it keeps your family's budget, in check. So you don't overspend on your Christmas gifts for your family members. And you want to keep that in mind, shopping too.
On my Google Keep list, we have one that is all the people we buy gifts for. And as we purchase things for them, I put it on said list. And then this year, all I have to do is say, copy that list. And we go through and delete what we purchased last year, but then I can also go back and see it because I have sent the same type of thing twice before. And I don't want to do that because it's like, oh, I sent you a candle last year and I'm sending you a candle this year. But absolutely, a lot of these deals that you'll get, 20% off your whole order, or you'll get those Target cards back. And I use those to go make purchases for my family, my kids, my whoever that I need Christmas stuff for, and help out with the family budget.
Yes. And if anyone is interested in, I'm going to attempt to make a video next week. It's been on the back burner of, especially now with Q4, of using your credit cards to earn rewards. I have always done this, but now I've upped my game up a bit with the credit card stuff. And now Lucy and I have been on a mission of doing this credit card hustle as much as we can. But you can use your credit cards to earn points for all kinds of free things for your personal life. So why not take advantage of the shopping that you're already doing for your Amazon businesses? Most of us spend far more in our Amazon businesses than we do in our real life, in our home expenses, with the amount of purchases we make. And there is so much other opportunity. And make sure you have all the extensions on your computer, not just Rakuten. Because I cannot tell you, more often than not, I am getting much more cash back with Top Cashback and Retail Me Not. And I cashed out just from a couple of months of Top Cashback because I use all three. So not one of them gets an exorbitant amount of cash back on it because I pick whichever one is giving me the most. There are times Rakuten is 2% cash back, but Top Cashback is 10% cash back. So you may have missed out on getting cash back because you just only ever have Rakuten up there. And so I cashed out just from a couple months of Top Cashback yesterday. I think it was $38. And you can immediately cash out your money in Top Cashback. It usually takes, I think, like 24 or 48 hours for it to hit your account after purchase. And then you can cash it out immediately to your PayPal account. And I don't want to bring up my microphone again, but that's how I got my microphone for $3, is because I converted my Top Cash back. They gave you a 5% bonus. So if I took the cash, I got the full amount, but I got 5% extra by converting it to an Amazon gift card, which I did, applied it to my Amazon account, and got my cool microphone for $3 out of pocket, my expense.
I am loving that, and we're diving into it, Karen. We're going to be sharing more and more on that as we go down that journey, because it's traveling is something Tina and I, we both want to do more of, and it goes really close in with retail arbitrage. Last year, my big thing was gas. I got so much rewards on gas. It was really nice just to be able to get up to like 50 cents, $1 off gas when everybody was complaining. I'm like, I got gas for $2.70, I did want to share two things on that if you are interested in kind of following our journey and what we're consuming, because this is the type of stuff that when I'm listing or making listings like I was yesterday, I'll binge watch other YouTubers on whatever topic I'm wanting to learn. That's sometimes not reselling. Sometimes you get tired of hearing about reselling. You want to hear something a little bit different, like the podcasts and stuff. This guy has got some really good videos set up. I'm not plugging him per se. I just do enjoy his videos. More importantly, though, he has this budget template that I just downloaded yesterday. So it's free. You just got to sign up. And I popped it into my travel thing. So under my travel spreadsheet that I'm building, I've got a place where we're tracking like what cards we're looking at, the information, all of that. And this is what his budget thing. I literally just put this down. And what I like is as you're tracking, you can see and track back your cashback stuff. So he has a whole video on that.
Yes. And I want to make one this coming week. So that is my goal. And if you want to join me on that, Lucy, I would love to have you.
What are you doing?
Diving in, huh?
What are you doing?
I'm going to deep dive into how to do the credit card hustle.
Oh, like taking notes or like just how to or whatnot?
We'll just talk later about it. And our last topic that I wanted to cover is Amazon now using AI. For those of you that build listings, Amazon now just popped AI into the system. So you want to share your experience with that yesterday?
Yes. So I'm going to add this and say, first up, this is where we talk about most of this stuff is in our mastermind. You have master. Okay. Sorry. It's not a mastermind, but there are masterminds that are coming out. That's on my to-do list. Those are following, know what I'm talking about. But if you want to join our bundle group, this is where we talk about all things bundles and dive into stuff like that. So for today, I went over this yesterday. We did some things about it. There is a whole bunch of crud going on with freaking Amazon. I really wanted to just throw some stuff at the computer. They were being very not the look.
It's the look you give me when I'm annoying.
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about because I'm like, I don't know. I'm lost. It's okay. So I was playing around with the AI yesterday, and today I pulled up just a chocolate candy variety pack. It is a bundle created by Sweetside and ships from ClickSmart. If you do a lot of candy, you know that that's a popular person that lists on Amazon. I run into their stuff all the time. So what you can do is, if you have this, and in order to get that to pop up today, I had to go to all attributes, and you go try now, and you're going to pop in something. So I've been copying and pasting the title. I suppose you could do a description from your supplier or something. And what they're doing is they've integrated ChatGPT into their listing ability. And they say it is to ensure that it complies with IP and listing policies. So here's my question is, if you get an IP issue from their generated stuff, are they still going to ding you for it? Or can you say, well, you did it? I have a feeling they're going to say, oh, you need to review it first. And it was outlined in some fine print over in our policies. So we're going to see what we get from here. Chocolate candy variety pack, 2 pounds assorted bulk chocolate mix, movie night supplies, snack food gift, office candy assortment, gift bag for birthday parties, kids, college students, and adults. I love this bit of keywords. If you are learning on how to make listings, we talk about this popping in. These are great keywords. And we're going to hit generate content. And it takes a few seconds here. I'll get a drink of coffee.
I will say that what it gave you yesterday was a bit wonky. Bit wonky. I would still recommend using ChatGPT to help you. But Amazon, at least they're trying to be forward thinking.
They had, I was listing a soap and it was like berry scented, and they said that it was gluten free and great for your diet. I'm like, wait a minute. I guess it would be, right?
Yeah, it said it was vegan and gluten free bath soap. It's like, well, if I plan on eating it and I happen to be a vegan or I'm not doing gluten, well, then lucky me.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Wrong. All right. So let's see here. We've got, it does okay. I feel like it's a great starting place. Things that are kind of wonky like this: freshness you can taste. Our candy is made with the highest quality ingredients and is packaged in a facility that meets FDA standards. That is it's such a BS statement. And anyhow,
what I want to know is if Amazon's AI throws in an infringing word that they normally would fault us for, and we used Amazon's AI, are they still going to come after us for the AI generation they gave us? That's what I'd like to know moving forward. That's going to be an interesting thing to find out.
And then things like Milky Way is not in there. So it's got Reese's, Crunch, Snickers, Almond, Mr. Goodbar. So it grabbed some chocolate popular names, but not all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good place to start.
It sure is. It sure is a good place to start. And I want to, for those of you who do build your listings, I always love using AI. I use it more and more all the time. Gosh, how long have I been using it now?
Well, it only came out last November, so.
Well, and I've been using it, I think, since the first of the year. Okay. So if I were here on Amazon on this listing and you see the bullet points on it are pretty basic, it's not stopping this listing from selling. I usually like more detail on bullet points. So let's give ChatGPT, if this was my listing and I wanted to jazz it up a bit, I will go over here in ChatGPT and say, please write
You're
a
being nice to it.
better.
Like, write this better for me.
Look, I fight with ChatGPT. I say, never mind that. I'll do it myself. Yeah, I've fought with ChatGPT. Please write a better optimized product title. And then I will now paste my product title from Amazon, and I will see, do I like what they give me? So they just break it down to Brock's 44-ounce resealable bag of mellow cream pumpkins. So they just rearranged it. Now, write bullet points that are, what would you say, engaging, funny. Let's do funny just for the sake of seeing what they come back with, that are funny, and draw in the customer to read and want to buy. Look, I put BY. ChatGPT probably knows I mean to BUY. Jacko Yum. That won't hurt your taste buds. So it's really fun to see what ChatGPT comes back. Now I can even rearrange it. Please now write these bullet points in a professional manner, and it will just keep rewriting them in all the different ways that you want to ask it to do it, and every time it will come out different. So the more and more you play with ChatGPT, the more and more types of output you're going to get, and then you can pick through and take the ones that work for you. Sometimes I will like to say, please make the intro words in all caps, highlighting the main feature. Because I like when Amazon listings have that, the first words in all caps, and then it highlights, because most people, when they're reading, now of course on here it looks different than it does on an Amazon listing that starts in all caps and bullet points. Most of us tend to scan read. When we're on a listing that's got a lot of information like this, us as shoppers, and put yourself in the shopper mentality, not the seller mentality. The shopper mentality scan reads. And so we want our customers to scan read what we want them to know. So we want them to know that it's a 44-ounce portion. That is important. The resealable bag part is important. And this is what your shopper is going to do. And if you want to think of it as yourself as an Amazon seller, I can't even think of I'm just going to take a crapshoot and try to find a listing that maybe somebody did that with their bullet points. This person did. How lucky did I get? See how they did the all caps, smile, jack-o'-lantern pattern, portable and sturdy. Most of us, when we're shopping, we just scan. We just scan with our eyes.
And we're trying to see if it solves our problem. Is it the right material, quantity, the main points? Because if I need this for my trunk or treat event that's coming up on Sunday at the church, I need to make sure that I have X amount and it solves whatever problem I am doing.
That's right. And then for us as a seller, when you put your seller hat back on, all of this extra information is us keyword stuffing, essentially. We're trying to rank for keywords. We're trying to stuff our keywords in here so we can rank in Amazon. So that is the power of ChatGPT, which I think is a little bit better than what we get with Amazon's AI generated and really quick. And the fact that we can pick
Amazon paid for the free version.
Yeah, look, that's the free version of ChatGPT. It's awesome. I love using AI. I truly, truly do.
I wanted to highlight, just because I did in the bundle group yesterday, real quick, the product identity description, product, blah, 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 blah. You will notice that the keywords are gone. When you make your listing and you go back in and edit, the keyword tab then shows up. So I'm not sure why keywords are not in here anymore, which I really feel like I'm in it. In fact, it tells me I'm in the early access. So you may or may not have access to this or not, because I don't know why I have access and Tina didn't the other day, so I don't know.
And I haven't checked it this morning to see if I do. And you had did
Pictures
this
moved to
listing
here.
the day after I had created the listing. So it either came out yesterday, or we'll see, because I have yet to go in and see if I have access to that.
So pictures has moved down below there. That's what flagged me to like, where'd my pictures go? Because I like to load my images on when I'm listing. And then I did have it glitch and tell me that I was not registered to be an FBA seller. And I'm like, excuse me? Pretty sure I am. And anyhow, I listed it and it went merchant fulfilled and I was able to convert it to FBA. So if you're noticing shenanigans, somebody at Amazon is poking around and doing weird stuff. I don't know what they're doing over there, but it is causing problems. Just lots and lots of problems. They are rolling out, if you followed, there was an email that is saying they're wanting more attributes are going to be required for different categories and stuff. So that's another thing to just be on the watch out for if you do a lot of listings. Again, if you're in our bundle group, we dive into all of this. So
Yeah.
we'll talk more there. I feel like sometimes people don't want to sit here and listen to the intricacies of things.
Yeah, it's not the fun, sexy part by any means. Yet when you're actually doing it and need to do it, you need that tutorial video to go through, pause, do the thing, go back, play, pause. And that's how it is in the beginning until you've mastered doing these things yourself.
Yeah. It was a lot of listing yesterday. I went home and I'm like, I can't think. My brain is fried after doing so many listings. All right, what else do we got, Miss Tina? I think we went through everything.
That was it.
Okay.
Look, that's all my brain has, and I know I talk fast and I'm animated and I rapid fire because my brain is my brain has so much stuff in it.
What are you doing today? I got to wrap up inventory.
Well, it's Finance Friday, as you know, and I'm going to go through the supplies on my shelf in the back. I'm pretty well stocked up on boxes already, but I do want to go through my bag level. I'm stocked up on tape, so I am going to go ahead and make that list that I told everybody else to do here that is with us today. And I'm going through my Finance Friday. It's the end of the month, so that's the other thing I'm wrapping up. Since it is now September 1st, I want to investigate my August numbers. What were my top sellers? How many do I have in stock? How many did I sell over the last 3 months? Because I need to triple that number to send these items in for Q4. So I want to just analyze all of that data, and really from here on out, I just had a shipment arrive yesterday from ASD. I will have a few orders coming in, not a ton. I didn't go crazy at ASD because from this point forward, I'm mostly all just RAOA all through Q4. I'm hitting the stores. This is a time of year I actually start really hitting the stores hard.
Nice. I am doing inventory as well. I don't think I have time to do this, but yeah, I don't know if I can share this. I'm trying to edit out, but every end of the month I go through inventory. My roofing neighbors, I should show you this picture, but they smashed their truck. The whole front end is toast. But at the end of the month, I have to go through. There we go. I think I've blurred enough. Have to go through and do inventory. So on my bookshelf, I've got inserts, I've got in the office, and I've got counts of what I have, and I got to go tally all that up and get all of my inventory squared away, what's coming in, what's not. And it's to capture what money is tied up in the business for business purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Anna says, what size boxes do y'all use the most during Q4? Ooh, I use the most 866s, 864s, 1294s, 1296s, the 2 free UPSs, the USPS 776. It's box number 4. I hope you're writing this down.
I also use the 555 quite a bit during
555,
Q4.
666.
That the 555 and the 666 are great little cube sized boxes. Coffee cups or Christmas ornaments, things of that size fit really great in that size of a box.
I like the 666s from Walmart. I mean, not Walmart, Staples. I don't have a link for the 866. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's not. 1294. There's a 1296 somewhere. I know I've gotten the 1296 at Staples as well. So those ones, if I had to just buy, like I was only going to buy these boxes, those would be it. But honestly, I go to Staples and I go shipping box, and then I do the thing where you can see it by price, and then I just look and see what's on sale. And you know what? If 864s are on sale or 865s are on sale, that's because the 1 inch there is not going to make too much of a difference. 864s will go in the padded flat rates, so I do tend to like those better, but most things are good with the 865s as well.
And I use a lot of bags. I use so many bags. I don't box a lot of things unless I'm afraid that they could get broken or dented, but I use bags so much. And sometimes I even will put my box down in the bag. I just love bags.
Let's see here if I can get to that. Okay, so if you're on this screen, all I did was type in shipping box, and then I have it on table view, and I go to low to high. Since I have to do this anyways, may as well make an order. Now we've got everything, and I like it when it... Shut up, Madeline. Yes, I don't even want the chat. Just go away. Why are you making me chat with you so early? I'm not ready for that. I like it when it has 45 cents a box, 48, 52. So let's see here. This one, I can't tell. Okay, pack size 10. So 644, that could be good. I mean, I'm not against a 644. 444s are typically a little on the small side. I'd rather do the 555.
I like those.
Yeah. 1044s, okay. 4840, what the heck is that?
And then where is your cashback things that pop up? Where's your Rakuten? Where's your top cashback? Where are they?
They're up there, Tina. I shut them down so they wouldn't clog the video. Gosh, you're on me today.
Anna, do you see her getting feisty with me? Anna, will you come save me?
We've got 964. That one would be a good one. I mean, 1064, 964, 1264. Any of those are good. What we got here? 864. I think I have enough of those, but I'll put those on there. As you can see, you go up, and they're, goes up to 74 cents a box, 79, 83, and you can get quite a bit of different things on there.
Well, and I want to tell you that Rakuten has 4% cash back, but the Retail Me Not gives you a coupon code that you get $10 off of 50 and free next day delivery or in-store pickup with code 31006.
For which one? Say that again.
That was from Retail Me Not. You get $10 off off of $50 with code 31006.
I'll type that in for everybody else here. 31006. There we go. Andrea says she puts the box in a bag because they've had the person put it in the wet grass. And the box was soaked.
Yeah, that's a good point, because it doesn't snow here. I don't think about that. But certainly during the winter, people have aside from rain, you have snow and very good point.
I do tend to, on the opposite, I'll bag a lot of my products that are going to go into a box. So if I'm doing a stuffed animal or anything, I will definitely bag that before I put it into the box. But yeah, if you had, I guess it depends on the price point, because if I had a Squishmallow, I'm definitely bagging the Squishmallow, and that would go into a bag. I'm trying to think what else, what would go in. Maybe food products if you had gift boxes or something. But yeah, I mean, bags are what, 6 cents? You got to look at it that way. If you spend 6 cents and you do that 100 times, you've now spent, is that $6? Holy smokes, I'm not mathing.
I think it's 60.
60 cents. You've spent, times 100. I can't computer
It's
either.
6 cents times 100.
It's $6. You've spent $6, and what are you shipping out? Was that worth the extra to not have so many returns? If it saves you 3 returns and auto refunds and eating the cost of 10 products, probably worth it. So think about it like that. I had one time the gals were being skimpy on tape, and so my boxes were kind of not, they were kind of getting opened and stuff, and I said, it's tape. Like, I don't care if you give a little extra tape on there. It's costing me 3 cents, but saving me on damaged inventory.
Or or the item falling right out of the box because maybe they got up under the handle when they picked up the box and now it ripped it open and now we got bigger problems.
Exactly. There are some things that you just don't skimp on. You don't skimp on toilet paper, cleaning, packing materials. Those are not the areas where you need to focus on. Those are small things. I was listening to my finance guy, the guy that I just shared with the credit card stuff, and he was talking about when you're talking about your budget, and he said a lot of these things that tell you about budget, they say go through, and if you stop buying your coffee once a day, then you're going to save $5, and over the course of a lifetime, you save whatever if you funnel that towards an IRA. And I've heard those videos, right? You don't want the coffee. And he goes, the problem is that that's taking all the little fun parts out of your life. And if you keep dialing into that and going down that route, you're getting rid of all the things that make life enjoyable. And while that might be the case, you can focus on the bigger things such as rent or a car payment. And if you're looking at getting a new car and you're deciding between something that's $300 a month in a payment or $350 a month in a payment, and you go with the cheaper route on those bigger ticket items, you will save more over the year and then you don't give up the coffee or the Netflix or whatever your little vice is in life. So, try to look at your budget as a whole and where can you make more money. And so when I look at those things, it's like, okay, so I'm using 3 extra rolls of tape. Okay, that means I need to sell 3 extra items during Q4? What is that? An extra 10 minutes at the store, an extra 20 minutes outsourcing, hitting up that one more store? Easy, done. And I'm probably going to make more in that hour that I'm sourcing than trying to sit here and focus on some of those lower items. Anyhow, I'm not saying being extravagant at by any means, but like this I bought for $1.29 and I got 13 bags. I got a bunch of stuffed animals or it was bedding or whatever. I didn't have to pay for bags at the store, which don't even hold all my stuff anyways, right? And now I have bags for the office because I come here, I unload them. I take the bags that have held whatever stuffed animals for 10 whole minutes. I'll reuse them 3 more times and then they go out and they get used for trash.
IKEA bags, those big blue IKEA bags are great.
Big IKEA bags are awesome. Think of it in bigger sense, kind of change your focus. Yeah, I've got a lot of soapbox things. We could go on and on. I'm doing inventory though. I hate doing inventory, but I'm doing it. I got to finish it up. I did like 80% yesterday. Got to wrap it up today.
Very good. Well, you guys, thank you for watching us. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channels because it does help us out with the YouTube algorithms. We appreciate all of you being here, and please join us in our groups if you can. We would love to have you. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend and happy September 1st.
Yay.